All right, let's talk about something. Something that can be, well, a little tough to swallow, but once you get it, it changes everything. Have you ever had someone in your life just vanish, and you're left wondering why? We're about to dive into the core reason why that happens, and it's probably not what you think. Okay, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off right away. Here's the first part of this big, hard truth. People don't disappear because you changed. And here's the punchline, the part that really lands. They disappear because they no longer need you. Yeah, I want you to let that one sink in for a second. It's the key to this whole thing. Now listen, this isn't about your worth, not at all. It's about their needs and the role you played in meeting them. This isn't about getting bitter. It's about getting smart. It's about understanding the raw mechanics of a lot of our social world. So, what's really going on under the hood here? Well, a lot of it comes down to what you could call the convenience calculation. It's this unspoken math that people are doing all the time, and it's why they often seem to care. When you look closely, so much of what passes for care is actually transactional. People stick around because, let's be real, you're useful to them. You're available. You bring some kind of value to the table, or you just plain make their life easier. And the moment that equation changes, well, so does their behavior. And this is the question that just haunts us, right? When someone ghosts, when the texts stop, our mind immediately goes here. We turn it inward and beat ourselves up asking this one painful question. And here's the answer. It's blunt, but it is so liberating. You did nothing wrong. The job you were doing in their life, the one that filled their need, it just ended. You just stopped being convenient. It is so important to frame this the right way. This isn't about people being evil or malicious. This is just human nature. At our core, we're wired to seek comfort and survival with the least amount of effort. It's about self-interest, not some grand plot to hurt you. It's just efficiency. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. There's a huge paradox here. When you give and give and give with no boundaries, you don't create gratitude. You create entitlement. People just start to expect it as their due. Okay, so if this is the game, how do we play it without getting played? The very first step is learning how to see the difference between what's real and what's just for show, between fake support and real loyalty. And honestly, the difference is usually in the volume. Fake support is loud. It's full of big promises. Bro, I'm always here for you. Or that classic, let me know if you need anything. But when you actually call in that favor, crickets. Real loyalty, it's quiet. It's kind of boring, actually. It's just consistency. It's the person who just shows up time and time again. No grand announcement needed. So here it is, plain and simple. Their loyalty was never to you. It was to what you could do for them. They weren't on your side. They were on the side of your resource. Look, realizing this can hurt. It can make you feel pretty jaded, pretty alone. But I promise you, if you push through that initial pain, you get to this place of incredible power. This is the turning point. Because you realize you have a choice. You can choose to be on your own, yeah, but with your self-respect completely intact. And that is 1,000,000 times better than being surrounded by people who are just quietly using you. This is where you find your strength. So, how do we make this real? How do we put it into action? Let's walk through 5 simple, powerful rules that will protect your energy and help you build connections that are actually real. Rule number 1, and it's the big one. Watch what people do, not what they say. Talk is cheap. It's a performance. Actions, consistent actions over time. That's the truth. That's the data you can trust, because patterns don't lie. Rule number 2, you have to stop being the only one giving. If you're constantly pouring into someone else's cup and yours is always empty, that's not a relationship. You're a utility. Real connections have reciprocity. It's not a perfect spreadsheet, but there has to be a two-way street. Okay, rule number 3. This one's a little counterintuitive. Don't confront them. Resist that urge. A confrontation just gives them a stage to perform, to come up with better excuses. Instead, just step back. Observe. When you stop being so convenient, people show you exactly who they are, all on their own. Rule number 4 is so simple. Keep your circle small. This is not a numbers game. Your time and energy are finite. They're precious. Stop spreading them thin trying to please everyone. Invest deeply in a few solid, high-quality people. 1 or 2 real allies are worth more than 100 acquaintances. And finally, rule number 5.
Be useful, but not endlessly accessible. See, the goal here isn't to become a jerk or stop helping people. No, the goal is to be a valuable person who also has strong boundaries. That combination doesn't scare the right people away, it teaches everyone how to respect you.
And when you start living by these rules, your whole world shifts. Seriously, you stop feeling disappointed all the time. You stop chasing people. You just start moving with this calm, quiet confidence. And here's the magic. The moment you let go of all those draining, one-sided connections, you're not left with a void. You're creating space. You're clearing the way for real connection, for actual respect, to finally find you. So if you only take one single thing away today, let it be this. Burn this into your brain. Learn to tell the difference between people who value you and people who just value what you can do for them. Protect your energy, stay smart, and never, ever confuse convenience for loyalty.